Welcome in and thank you for joining us for this broadcast of Ready Baseball, the Henderson State Sports Network. Blake Smith here with you on another beautiful day in Arkadelphia. Reddies hoping to win the rubber match of this three-game set against the Tigers from East Central. Ethan Rourke gets the call for the Reddies here in Game 3 of the series, making his fourth start of the season, 0-0 with a 4.15 ERA. He's gone 13 innings this season, 6 earned runs, 11 hits, 8 strikeouts, against just 7 walks. It took the Reddies a while to get their bats going in the doubleheader yesterday. Won the 7-inning doubleheader 19-0 after falling short in Game 1, 4-1. To put us in this situation. Another beautiful Sunday here in Arkadelphia. Weather is absolutely perfect for baseball here in Clark County today. No changes in the top of the East Central lineup. We'll address the one when it comes up. Hunt, Key, and Whitaker will lead things off for the Tigers here in the top half of the first.
Leading off the left fielder, number 6, Cooper Hunt.
Cooper Hunt, the Tiger leadoff. Plays left field, 231 average. Led off both games yesterday. Rourke Reddies, here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one. 12:58. First pitch, 74 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Quickly, Rourke working ahead. The 0-1 is fouled straight back, 0-2. Reddies 17-12 overall, 9-8 in GAC play. East Central 6-24, 1-16 in the league. And Hunt is quickly down in the count, 0-2. Rourke sets and deals. That one just above the belt. Ball one. Good chase pitch there. We'll see if he goes after him or not. Pitch on its way. Inside corner, call strike three. Down on strikes for out number one.
Batting the catcher, number 11, Duncan Key.
Duncan Key does the catching for East Central, a 235 average. He's knocked in 19 runs, and he looks at strike one on the outside corner. Light breeze blowing slightly out to right field. Rourke's 0-1, swung on, lifted out to right field towards the line. Hoof going over to make the play. It's a bounce and over. Out of play, Hoof slid, couldn't quite get there, and it's just a long, loud strike. And again, Rourke working ahead in the count. 0-2 pitch, swung on, poked off the end of the bat and out of play. And we'll do it again. Ready softball also in their rubber match of a three-game set with East Central. We'll give you updates of those as they become available. Chopper to short, Cowart over to Rice in time for out number two. No damage done, first two batters.
Batting the first baseman, number 27, Christian Whitaker.
Whitaker far and away the leader for East Central in batting average. Although he went 0 for 5 with a walk between the two games yesterday. So that has dropped nearly 30 points. Comes in today with a 346 average, 3 home runs. Good for second on the team and 14 RBI. Comes to the plate with nobody aboard and 2 out here in the top of the first. As Rourke sets and deals, that one outside as well. Quickly 2-0. We mentioned Reddy softball earlier, already in the bottom of the fifth. No score in that one. With a noon start there, an hour ahead of us. The 2-0 is swung on, lifted out to right field. Hoof backpedaling toward the track at the wall, makes the catch for out number 3 as he collides with the wall there. 3 up and 3 down.
3 up and 3 down.
In the first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left. East Central nothing. Reddies coming up. Ian Mason gets his first start of the season for East Central, his 9th appearance. 0-0 with a 7.91 ERA. Works mainly as a long reliever. Has thrown 4 innings in each of his last 3 appearances, all conference games. Last weekend against Ouachita, 4 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. It's a pretty consistent line. Looks like 6'3" sophomore from Bedford, Texas. He will face a little bit mixed around ready lineup. Grayson Stevens, the leadoff man today. And he sees the first pitch he sees, grounds it to first. Whitaker with the backhand, sprints over to first and makes the play for out number 1.
Batting the first baseman, number 22, Luke Rice.
Luke Rice having a heck of a season at the plate so far. A .430 average, 7 home runs, 33 driven in, team leader in all 3 of those categories. He looks at an outside corner strike from Mason. We saw yesterday that East Central's not really got a fireballer. They've got a lot of guys that can junk some stuff together. Off speed, mixed locations. Try to keep the ready hitters off balance as the ball's thrown outside. Was a lot more effective in the first game than in the second, where the Tigers burnt through a good chunk of their bullpen. Rice will poke that one. Foul and behind the count 1-2. The 1-2 Mason throws to the windup. It's high and outside. Evens the count at 2. A nice day at the plate for Rice in game 2 of the doubleheader. He was 3 for 5 with a double, a triple, and a home run. And he looks at ball 3. He drove in 6 runs and scored 3 himself in that 19-0 victory. And he's got a full count to work with. Payoff pitch is swung, poked off the end of the bat. Out of play. Off the screen there. Another payoff pitch will miss outside, and Rice works a one-out walk.
Batting the right fielder, number 17, Charles Hoof.
Speaking of good days, yesterday Charles Hoof had himself quite a day. Works up to the number 3 hole for today's game. Already a good situation as that breaking ball broke low and away. One oh the count, one aboard, one out. For the ready right fielder. Takes a look at a breaking ball front door strike. An easy one to pass on, but it did just nip the inside corner. The 1-1, a change-up dropped in there. Might have a little two-seam action on that off-speed pitch as well. And Hoof behind now in the count 1-2. The delivery is down and away. Count evens at 2 once again. Mason not wasting a lot of time, gets right back on the rubber. Big sophomore waits for his sign. 2-2 on its way. Hoof swings and misses. And there are 2 away.
Batting the third baseman, number 6, Caden Argenbright.
Caden Argenbright works in the 4 hole again today after dropping down to the 5 hole for the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. He's got a man aboard with 2 outs and takes a look at strike 1. Got the outer third. Argy hitting .342, 2 home runs, 24 RBI. He will take a look at that breaking ball that never did get all the way to the back door. The count will leave it. Sets and deals. That one misses low. Quite a bit outside as well. 2-1. The 2-1 delivery bounces to the plate and gets away from Key, but he keeps it in front of him. Rice unable to advance, but it's 3-1. Play Argenbright just a touch to pull. And that outside never did get to the back door again, and it's the second walk of the inning for Mason. Now there are 2 aboard with 2 out.
Batting the second baseman, number 10, Luke Farah.
Farah drops in the leadoff to the 5 hole in this adjusted ready lineup. It's a good spot for Luke to knock in some runs. He's got 22 driven in this year to go with that .319 average. He swings to the first pitch he sees and lifts one out to right. Herchot going back, now comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch. No runs, no hits for the Reddies. No errors and 2 left on.
Base.
We head to the second, no score.
Batting the third baseman, number 10, Tanner Collins.
4-5-6 do it for East Central here in the top of the second. Tanner Collins will lead things off in the leadoff hole at a .231 average for the Tiger cleanup man. He looks at ball one low from Rourke. Reddies able to draw a couple of walks there in their part of the first inning. Could not get anything delivered, and we stand at 0-0. Second pitch of the at-bat misses just inside. And ball two. A tale of two halves there in the inning previous. East Central seemed to get ahead in the count, and then Rourke fought his way back. Ready batters would fall behind in the count to work their way back to advantageous counts. And there is ball three low on a fastball. Trying to get that call at the knees. 3-0 the count. Rourke wanting to avoid the leadoff walk. Pitch on its way. Outer third, called strike. Looked like a take all the way from Collins. See if he's taking here. The 3-1. Chop to short. Cowart on a short hop fires across in time, out number one.
Batting the right fielder, number 22, Nolan Herchok.
Herchok moves up to the 5 hole. He hit from the 7 spot all day yesterday. Second on the team in batting average, a .310 clip. And he will look at a called strike one. Just below the belt, inner third. Oh, one on its way, got away from Rourke. Count evens at 1. Count even at 1. Herchok off the hands, back behind the press box and out of play. Rourke ahead in the count, 1-2. After starting ahead. 1-2 is swung on, lifted out to shallow center field. Patterson comes in, has a bead, makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Batting the center fielder, number 25, Darwin Amancio.
Amancio, the Dominican center fielder, .237, hit his 4th home run yesterday in game 1 of the doubleheader, which proved to be the difference in East Central's 4-1 win. He'll come to bat with nobody aboard and 2 outs here in the top of the second. Rourke sets, fires, that ball low and away. Trying to get Amancio to roll over on one to the right side of the infield. Big hole up the middle. Farah playing in shallow right field. Halfway between first and second. Ball too low. Wind blowing maybe just a touch out to right field. Maybe straight across. The outfield swung on, lifts that one into center field for a base hit. First hit of the game for either team, and Amancio's aboard with 2 outs in the second.
Batting the second baseman, number 7, Nick Blankenship.
Blankenship, the Tiger second baseman, moves up a spot to the 7 hole as he looks at ball 1. .229 average, 10 RBI. Been picking up just a touch, still blowing left to right across the field. 1-0 on its way is lifted out to left center. Stevens has a beat on it, makes the catch, running to his left, and the Tigers go quietly in inning number 2. No runs on one hit, no errors and one left. We head to the bottom of the second, still with no score.
Batting the center fielder, number 7, Colton Patterson.
Colton Patterson leads off bottom half of the second inning for the Reddies, a 3.09 average. Shows bunt on the first pitch, pushes it down the third baseline, except it will roll foul. Little side spin on that one. Good idea for Patterson as Collins was playing a little bit of a pull as they've got the shift employed on Patterson. He'll swing at the second pitch and foul it well out of play of that left side. And quickly 0-2 the count. Pitch high and outside. Key almost had to come up into a full standing position to grab that one. Waste pitch 0-2. No surprise there. Comes right back with that same pitch lower just a touch. And Patterson's fought back to even the count at 2. On its way, swung on and missed. Fastball belt high for strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Batting the designated hitter, number 13, Cade Tucker.
Cade Tucker, DH honors today. Pinch hit, ended up with a home run yesterday coming in, and he looks at a big bender for strike 1. 208 average, hit his second home run yesterday, 13 RBI. Looks at that one outside corner, and Cade didn't like that one. He's quickly behind 0-2. Now got to fight back. That one misses high. Just below the letters on those red uniforms. 1-2 from Mason is chopped, and it will go foul. Back toward the Reddy dugout. We'll do the 1-2 once more. Swung on, pulled to third. Collins is there, fires across, and retires Tucker 5-3 for the second out of the inning.
Batting the catcher, number 19, Austin Scritchfield.
Austin Scritchfield catching his second consecutive game after working the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. 152 average, and he looks at a ball that gets under the glove of Key and all the way to the backstop. 1-0 on its way. Scritchfield pulls it right to Collins inside the bag at third. Same hit ball, same result. The Reddies go 1-2-3 in inning number 2.
No hits, no errors, and none
We
left
head
on
to the
base.
top of inning number 3. Still no score here in Arkadelphia.
Batting the designated hitter number 31, Kyle Busker.
Kyle Busker did not see any action in yesterday's doubleheader. He gets the DH spot today, a .222 average, no home runs, a 4 RBI. First pitch he sees from Rourke. He swings into center field. Patterson goes back, makes the catch. And about 3 feet shy of the track for a quick out number 1.
Batting the shortstop number 18, Mason Glowacki.
Glowacki is the Tiger shortstop, 185 average. 1 for 5 yesterday between the 2 games. He will take a look at ball 1. On his way, works its way inside. Glowacki tried to get hit, just couldn't quite find himself in harm's way. 2-0 the count. That pitch catches the outer third for strike 1. Fastball there from Rourke. A little cut action on it. The 2-1 is inside. Takes a bounce on the turf and gets away from Scritchfield. And back to 3-1. Rourke trying to fight back in this count, and he will not do so. It's a 1-out walk for Glowacki.
Batting the left fielder number 6, Cooper Hunt.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Tigers, and it's Hunt who struck out looking to begin the game. Pickoff move. Glowacki trying to get an extra step there. Rourke found his way over to check. Now the first pitch to Hunt, swung on, chopped to second. Farah to Cowart to Rice, double play. Taylor made 4-6-3, and the Tigers, with a walk even, go 1-2-3. To the bottom half of the third we go, no score.
Batting the shortstop, number 11, Logan Cowart.
9-1-2 for the Reddies here in the home half of the third. Still 0-0. Logan Cowart will lead things off. That .325 average, and it will go up a point or two as he ropes that one past Collins and into left field for a base hit. Cowart not wasting any time. First pitch he sees.
Batting the left fielder, number 26, Grayson Stevens.
Speaking of swinging at the first pitch, Grayson Stevens did just that. Pulled one, and Whitaker made a nice diving play on the 3 unassisted. Tries to give up on that backdoor breaking ball, and it did not get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. Mason in his third inning of work sets. Here's the 1-0. That one all the way across the plate and got the inside corner for a strike. A 1-1. Changeup looked like, dropped low. Outside as well, and it's 2-1. We'll see how different the Ready hitters attack Mason the second time through the lineup. Swings through a changeup. Count evens at 2. Two the count to Stevens. Nobody out. Tried to pull that one. Did so just foul. Stays alive. Cowart takes his lead off of first. The pitch to Stevens. Gets his hands through, but lifts it into center field. Amancio there to make the catch for out number 1.
Batting the first baseman, number 22, Luke Rice.
Rice walked back in the first inning in his first plate appearance. Got to second base on that second walk and got no further than that. The farthest a runner for either team has gotten on the base paths so far today. Backdoor breaker stayed outside for ball one. Mason seems to be trying to stay outside. First pitch to these Ready batters. Doesn't want to get him anything inside. Doesn't really want to throw first pitch fastballs either. Check back on Cowart. Close, but not in time. Cowart goes. Rice swings. Lifts it into foul territory along the third base line. The pitcher, Mason, goes into foul territory to make the catch for out number 2.
Batting the right fielder, number 17, Charles Hoof.
Charles Hoof struck out swinging back in the first. He comes to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs here in the Reddies part of the third. Cowart goes again. High pitch outside. That pitch well off line. Cowart will get a stolen base as Blankenship had to go on the third base side of the bag to bring that ball in. Or Cowart might be standing on third right now. Runner in scoring position now for the Reddies. Cowart dancing around out there as Hoof looks at ball 2. And breaking ball breaks low. Charles well in front now, 3-0. The count. The pitch is low. And a walk for Hoof. The third walk of the day surrendered by Mason. And for the second time today, the Reddies have runners on first and second with 2 out.
Third baseman, number 6, Caden Argenbright.
Speaking of walks, Argenbright drew 1 back in the first inning. They play him to shift with a base hit, could score a run. Cowart pretty fast there at second. Another backdoor breaking ball that doesn't break. That's 5 consecutive balls thrown by Mason. On its way. Fastball. They'll try to back pick Hoof and just got in under the tag. Interesting decision there. They're trying to back pick the trail runner. If that ball gets away, Cowart possibly scores. Count 2-0 regardless, and Argenbright looks at one at the knees. Going 6 balls in a row, you probably want to take until he can throw a strike. Did just that. Two-one. On its way. Argy turns on that one, sends it out to right center field. That one's way back at the track, the wall, and it's gone.
That's a home run for Caden Argenbright.
3-run home run, inner third. Argenbright turns on that one and sends it yard. 3-0 Reddies. You felt like it was a matter of time until Mason made a mistake pitch, and he did just that.
Number 10, Luke Farah.
And with 1 swing of the bat, the Reddies up 3 runs. Farah wants to join the fun, fouls one back. Doinked off of a light pole, in fact. The 0-1 is swung on, a little poke the other way, and it's fielded cleanly by Whitaker for out number 3. But the Reddies score 3 runs on 2 hits. That
no
inning.
errors and none
No
left on
errors,
base.
nobody left. We head to the top of inning number 4. Reddies 3, East Central nothing.
Batting the catcher, number 11, Duncan Key.
Top of the 4th, 3-0 Reddies. 2-3-4 due up for East Central. Rourke back out for his 4th inning of work. And he will throw a breaking ball first pitch that misses low for a ball. Fight back that one. The adjustment was too high, maybe a little inside as well. Quickly 2-0. Rourke does not want to get behind another batter. He does not do so. In fact, he nearly hit him. Key did not take too kindly to that one. He'll step back in the box. Now 3-0. Get back in there, does so at the belt with a fastball. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. 3-1, misses low and inside, and it's a leadoff walk for Key.
Batting the first baseman, number 27, Christian Whitaker.
Whitaker flew out to right field back in the 1st inning. And now Scritchfield will join Cody Hooten on the mound for a visit. Right-hander warming up in the Reddy bullpen. We'll see if that marks the end of the day for Rourke or not. And we will have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about the new Reddy pitcher after this. So Ethan Rourke goes 3 innings plus a batter. 1
Batting
hit.
third baseman number 27, Christian Whitaker.
2 strikeouts and a walk. He yields to Ethan Perry, making his 7th appearance of the season. 1-0 with a 13.5 ERA. Really due in part to a tough third of an inning against Southwestern Oklahoma. Went 2 innings in the midweek game at Southern Arkansas this week, and he throws a first pitch strike to Whitaker. Gave up just 2 hits, struck out 3 in those 2 innings of work in just 31 pitches. This is trying to get that same spot, but miss low to even the count to Whitaker, who again flew out to right field. Big bender again. That one misses low, 2-1. Perry's only conference appearance was that outing against Southwestern Oklahoma, as he looks to pick off Key and cannot do so. Everything else non-conference, mostly midweek stuff. Key trying to go, and Perry misses that pitch inside. It's 3-1. On its way, and Whitaker couldn't lay off that one, and he'll poke it foul over toward the bench. Runs the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Runner goes, swung on. No, it wasn't swung on. It was taken just inside for ball 4.
Batting the third baseman, number 10, Tanner Collins.
Another right-hander loosening in the Reddy bullpen. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. The Reddies a 3-0 lead thanks to the 3-run home run of Caden Argenbright. Showing bunt, pulling it back and taking a called strike is Tanner Collins. One on its way, swung on right at the middle. Taylor made. Cowart takes it himself to second, fires over the first for the double play. Key advances to third, but there are 2 outs.
Batting the right fielder, number 22, Nolan Herchok.
Herchok flew out to center back in the 2nd inning. For the 2nd out of said inning, now comes to bat with 2 outs. In the top of the 4th, outside corner, fastball for strike 1. He turns on that one, sends it out into right center field for an RBI single. As Key will score. Just a pretty standard base hit, and that will
batting the center fielder, number 25, Dowerlin Amencio.
Close the line on Ethan Rourke. He will have 1 earned run to his name. And no decision either way. But not go 5 innings necessary as Amencio was fooled. They'll check, and he did go. A little delayed appeal, but an appeal nonetheless. They'll check on Herchok as he's back in time. back again. They see something they like there. The 0-1 to Amancio. Breaking ball, got the outer third. 0-2. They'll check again. Still back in time was Herchok. Little quick pick action there. 0-2 on its way, just missed that same outside corner. That's a tough pitch to take, 0-2, and it just got called for a strike. I'll go back to first once again, back in time. Once more, a fifth pickoff. Herchok still back in time. I have a feeling at some point Herchok's going to go on first movement. He won't this time, and Amancio swings and misses for out number 3. East Central gets one run back. They still trail. Reddies up 3-1, headed bottom 4.
Batting the center fielder, number 7, Colton Patterson.
Colton Patterson leads off for the Reddies. 6-7-8 due up. Quick throw, bounces inside, hits the inside of the plate shoe of the home plate umpire and bounces away, ball 1. Patterson swings at the second pitch, lifts it out toward the gap in left center. Amancio is there. Calls off Hunt and makes the catch himself for out number 1.
Batting the designated hitter, number 13, Cade Tucker.
Tucker grounded out to third in his previous at-bat. He looks at ball 1 to start off this at-bat. Looks outer third, called strike 1. Hey, look at that exact same pitch in there for strike 2. Quickly 1-2. Mason working quickly. He'll poke that. Won't make the same mistake 3 times, but grounds too short. Glowacki across to Whitaker in time for out number 2.
Batting the catcher, number 19, Austin Scritchfield.
Scritchfield also grounded out to third to end the Reddies' 1-2-3 second inning. And he will take a look at a ball just low. Mason didn't like it. Throw again, Scritchfield. Off the bat, right side, out to right field, wind assisted. Herchuk there, and Reddies go 1, 2, 3.
No hits, no errors, and none
in the
left on
fourth.
base.
To inning number 5 we go. Reddies still lead it 3-1.
Batting the second baseman, number 7, Nick Blankenship.
Bottom third of the lineup due up for East Central. They will face the new ready pitcher, Mitchell Siegel. 2-0 with a 5.79 ERA. Went 2 innings of hitless ball in the midweek at Southern Arkansas. Just 13 pitches to get through those 2 innings. His first pitch will be low on a fastball to Blankenship. Siegel with that hard over-the-top delivery. He can work quickly like he did earlier this week. Nice fastball there to get back, evening the count at 1. One on its way, turned on, lifted out to left. Stevens coming in, slides and makes the grab. For out number 1.
Batting the designated hitter, number 31, Kyle Busker.
Busker flew out to center to lead off the top half of the third. Play now with 1 out in the top of the 5th. First pitch from Siegel is turned on and pulled out of play up on the hillside. Ball will trickle its way back down the hill. An easy grab. Just outside the ready bullpen. Oh, 1 breaking ball. Must have just missed up. 1, misses low. Back-to-back balls, and it's 2-1. Slightly open stance for Busker. Siegel's pitch, outer third, fastball there. Even the count at 2. 2-2. Pitch swung on and missed. Got him on the changeup. Sheath the sword there. Siegel with his first strikeout of the day.
Batting the shortstop, number 18, Mason Glowacki.
Glowacki walked back in the third and was later part of that 4-6-3 double play to end that third inning. Comes up with 2 outs this time here in the 5th as he looks at a fastball inside. From Siegel, outer third, gets the outside corner. Strike 1 to even the count. Fastball right down the middle. Glowacki late on that one, and he's behind 1-2. Two from Siegel. Got him again on the changeup. It was dropped. Scritchfield will fire over to Rice at first. And a strikeout and a 2-3 put out. 1-2-3. Go the Tigers.
3 up and 3
in
down.
the 5th. The bottom half we go. 3-1 still our score.
Batting the shortstop, number 11, Logan Coward.
9-1-2 for the Reddies, the same start they had in inning number 3 in which they plated 3 runs. And both of their hits for the day. Cowart will start things off, looks at ball 1 low for Mason. Nobody warming up in the East Central bullpen, so he'll face at least the top part of the Reddy lineup a 3rd time through. Another ball thrown, and Cowart's quickly ahead 2-0. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, right back up the middle, fielded by Glowacki, fires across, got back down in time. Did Whitaker, 6-3 on the putout for out number 1.
Batting the left fielder, number 26, Grayson Stevens.
Back to the top of the lineup, Stevens not an ideal start to his leadoff appearance in the lineup. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Looks at that breaking ball. Outside for ball 1. He'll swing at the off speed there. Pulled the string on him. 1-1. Fastball misses outside. Not an overly competitive pitch. 2-1 is, though, a breaking ball in there. Strike 2. Maybe a slurve there. It's kind of a lot of that side-to-side action. He'll try to throw it again and miss it low. Run the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Stevens lifts it. Shallow left, drifting toward the line is Hunt. Into foul territory he goes to make the catch. Covered a lot of ground there. F7 for out number 2.
Batting the first baseman, number 22, Luke Rice.
Rice 0 for 1 with a walk.
I got a break. Anytime of night it'll be warm. Late at night and I can't stand up.
We're in the 5th inning, just over the halfway point of this rubber match. 3-game conference series. 1-0 on its way. Rice will lift that one out to left center toward the gap. Hunt going back toward the track. He will make the catch just shy of the track. 1, 2, 3 go the Reddies in the 5th. Through 5 innings of play, Reddies 3, East Central 1.
Batting the left fielder, number 6, Cooper Hunt.
Top of the 6th, top of the lineup for East Central. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Reddies. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Tigers. Hunt struck out looking and grounded into a double play. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees, lift one, out to left. Stevens there, going back toward the track. Routine catch for out number 1.
Batting the catcher, number 11, Duncan Key.
Key's leadoff walk back in the 4th, the only East Central run so far, and that's what ended the day of Ethan Rourke. First pitch he sees is a breaking ball, head high, had to duck and get out of the way there. Pitch fastball right down the middle. Big swing and a miss. Count evens at 1-1. Fastball outer third. Got the corner. Strike 2. The 1-2 pitch, poked foul behind the screen and out of play.
Go Duncan.
1-2. That one's lifted out to left. Deep out to left. Stevens just shy of the track. Will make his second consecutive put out. Out number 2.
Batting the first baseman, number 27, Christian Whitaker.
Whitaker's flown out to right and walked today. First pitch from Siegel, breaking ball, missed outside. .1-0 on its way, misses low. Siegel comes set. Switch chopper off his hip. Over to Farah, over to first, and that's an interesting way of a 1-4-3 put out, but we'll take it. 1-2-3 go the Tigers in the 6th. To the bottom half we go.
Batting the right fielder, number 17, Charles Hoof.
Heart of the lineup due up for the Reddies here. The 6th, Charles Hoof, with a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. I don't guess Mason liked that ball, so he'll take another one. (3-1) Reddies, bottom of the 6th. Hoof takes a look at strike one. That big slurve caught the inner third. Bounce to the plate. About a 60-foot pitch. Needed to get that last 6 inches by way of the turf. The 1-1 bounces to the plate again. Almost the exact same pitch. Same result. Charles chops that one to short, fielded by Glowacki. Across in time to Whitaker, 6-3 for out number 1.
Batting the third baseman, number 6, Hayden Argenbright.
Argenbright, the only offense for the Reddies today, a 3-run home run. Back in the third, the Reddies have had 9 up and 9 down since that home run. Argenbright wants to change the luck there as he looks at ball 1 low. Fastball misses well outside into the right-handed batter's box. Good effort by Key to try to frame that one up, though. About 6 to 8 inches of pull he had to do there. The 2-0, Argenbright swings, pokes it out of play, left side. About a third of the way up the hill. The Count is 2-1. That fastball high and outside, 3-1. Reddies have a chance with their first base runner since the third inning. The 3-1 pitch is high, and the Reddies have just that. A one-out walk for Argenbright, his second of the game.
Batting the second baseman, number 10, Luke Farah.
Farah's flown out twice. Once a pretty good fly out to right, the other one a soft pop-up to Whitaker at first base. Argenbright takes his lead off of first. Does not go as Farah watches. Ball one, low and away. And it looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. Nobody warming up in the East Central bullpen yet. Probably just a brief conversation will be had here. So they do not send any Tiger reliever down to the bullpen. They're going to ride it out with Mason here. Other than one mistake, he's had a pretty good afternoon. Big slurve, got that inner third of the plate. Maybe the scouting report the Tigers pitching staff has. Just trust your off-speed stuff. Don't throw too many fastballs. Mix them in every now and then. Go back and check on Argenbright. Back to first in time. Try to pull that one, did Farah. A little too far out in front of him. He's behind 1-2. Pitch, another breaking ball, down and away, evens the count 2-2. Wind picking up just a touch, still blowing straight across from left to right field. That one well outside. The count runs full. Payoff pitch on its way to Farah. Runner goes, strike three swinging, and they got Argenbright stealing. 2-4, caught stealing there for out number 3. Farah goes down on strikes, and the Reddies a
In the inning, no runs,
interesting
no hits, no errors,
1,
none
2,
left on
3
base.
to end the 6th. The top of the 7th we go. Reddies up 3-1. Well, the Reddies, victim of a strike 'em out, throw 'em out double play to end the 6th. To the top of the 7th we go. 4-5-6 due up for the Tigers.
Batting the third baseman, number 10, Tanner Collins.
Pitch from Siegel, nice overhand breaking ball for strike 1. Both teams just 2 hits. A single and a home run in the third for the Reddies. There's a chopper. Argenbright just inside the line, fires across. 5-3 to put out for out number 1. East Central with singles in the 2nd and 4th innings.
Batting
Those
the right
runners
fielder,
stranded.
number 22, Nolan Herchok.
Herchok, one of those singles, back in the 4th. And just like the Reddies, the Tigers have gone 9 up and 9 down since that Herchok single. A bit of a pitcher's duel today. 1-0 the count to Herchok. The pitch high and outside. Fastball gets away from Siegel. He's had a good afternoon so far. 2 1/3. He struck out 2. No walks, no hits allowed. Herchok lifts that one into shallow left field. Trouble. Cowart falls down. Stevens called him off though. And that was more than likely why, as he comes in to make the catch for out number 2. A very similar play went the Reddies' way offensively
Batting
yesterday.
the center fielder, number 25, Dowerlin Amancio.
Mancio single, struck out. He comes to the plate here with nobody on and 2 out. They're in the 7th. First pitch from Siegel. Big overhand breaking ball. Didn't quite get belt high. 1-0 on its way. Outside corner. Nice fastball. Amancio turned and looked at the umpire. Then realized he'd better not do that again. Turns back. The 1-1. Almost got him to go. Couldn't do so. Breaking ball down. 2-1. Two-one from Siegel. Fastball inside. Amancio pokes it back. Straight behind it through the screen. The backstop. Count 2-2. Siegel sets the 2-2, bounces. It's a good chase pitch there. The count, however, runs full. Looking outside, and Amancio draws the 2-out walk. The first walk surrendered by Siegel. Only the 4th walk of the day, surrendered by the Reddies.
Batting the second baseman, number 7, Nick Blankenship.
Blankenship to the plate, 2 fly outs, both to left field. Nice fastball there, got to the outside corner for strike 1. Amancio gets his lead off first, breaking ball down and out. Count evens at 1. Henry Coppins warming up in the Reddy bullpen. Still no action down the first base line for the Tigers. They're going to stick with Mason. Pitch on its way. Fastball is down. It's 2-1. Siegel's been very aggressive, and it's worked to his advantage. He doesn't want to get away from that. Amancio goes, high breaking ball, fire down to second, close, just in ahead of the throw. Was Amancio. Bang, bang play. And Mancio will get a stolen base. Again, we've talked about East Central being the most aggressive team on the base paths in the league at 5th in 8 attempts for Amancio. As there's a strike there by Siegel to run the count full 3-2. You have an open base, but you certainly want to be aggressive. Runner goes again, swung on, chopped through the hole at short and into left for a base hit. Amancio is running on the pitch, will score, and it's an RBI single for Blankenship. Now the score 3-2.
Kyle Busker.
Busker will come up. He's flown out to center and struck out. And this is a one-run ball game. Siegel's first pitch, nice changeup, swung on and missed. The ball just dropped. We have an offensive conference here. Oh, 1 the count here to Busker. They'll go and check on Blankenship. Check again on him. Just missed. Rice thought he had him. Oh, 1 the count. Runner goes. Breaking ball, called strike. Fires down. Got him! Fired down. A bit of a delayed call, but we will take it as Blankenship is caught stealing to end the inning.
1 hit, no errors.
1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Stretch time at the Clyde. Reddies lead 3-2. Bottom of the 7th, 6-7-8, do it for the Reddies, who are holding on to a 1-run lead, 3-2.
Center fielder, number 7, Colton Patterson.
Patterson struck out, flown out to center. And he will look, and strike 1 on the outside corner, thrown from Mason, back out for his 7th inning of work. Just a definition of a bulldog-type pitcher. Throw that breaking ball to that same spot and quickly ahead, 0-2. And he's on the rubber ready to go. He's working at his tempo. Ready hitters just have to live with it. Here's the 0-2. Fastball poked the other way, through the hole at short for a base hit. Patterson with a leadoff single. Nice job going the other way. Only the third hit of the day for the Reddies.
Batting the designated hitter, number 13, Cade Tucker.
Their first one since the third inning. Bring up Cade Tucker, who's grounded out twice, but does have some pop to his bat. They'll go and check. That throw almost wide. Patterson back. Almost could have been standing on second. Now finally a right-hander warming up for the Tigers, just like he's just started to throw. Another check on Patterson. He's back in time. Now the first pitch to Tucker, breaking ball that bounces. Good job by Key to keep it in front of him. That's a 1-0. Cade hit the home run in his second at bat. He also singled and scored in his only action yesterday. Earned that starting DH spot in today's game. Inside, fastball, belt high. He turns and says no. The umpire just kind of looks at him. Really be careful, even at this level, that you don't show up an umpire. That will not end well traditionally. The 1-1 turns on a breaking ball down the left field line, and it's fair, and that's going to be down for extra bases. Patterson will hold up at third. Tucker strolls into second with a no-out double.
Batting the catcher, number 19, Austin Scritchfield.
Scritchfield's 0 for 2 with a ground out to third and a fly out to right.
Teammate B, here we go.
Got a golden opportunity to give the Reddies some cushion. East Central infield playing in. And aggressive here defensively. They want to keep this game at 1 run. Scritchfield with just a little bloop base hit. Could score 2 depending on how aggressive Tucker is at second. Fastball. They'll go back to try to check on Patterson. He's back in time. East Central staff loves to throw behind runners. Breaking ball there, got the outside corner, strike 1. 2-0 count on Scritchfield. You're going to pass on that a majority of the time. You're looking for a fastball middle in. 2-1, that fastball is up above the belt, and it's 3-1. This may be the last batter for Mason here. Right-hander warming up in the Tiger bullpen. The 3-1 pitch is down for ball 4. And Scritchfield's walk loads the bases with nobody out. Key will go out and have a visit with his pitcher. Still no movement from the East Central dugout.
Batting the shortstop, number 11, Logan Coward.
Mason will stay in for now. Logan Cowart singled and scored back in the third, grounded out to short to lead off the 5th. East Central keeps their infield in. First pitch to Cowart, breaking ball, missed inside. And the 1-0, breaking ball poked off the end of the bat. That one could be trouble. It is fielded cleanly by Glowacki. F6 on the putout, no one advances.
Batting the left fielder, number 26, Grayson Stevens.
Back at the top of the lineup, a great opportunity here for Grayson Stevens, who could break in 1-for-3, and Cody Hooten wants to talk to his batter and base runners here. We'll have an offensive charge conference. Offensive conference, a little rare, but
Batting
still
the left
possible.
fielder, number 26, Grayson Stevens.
Stevens will step back into the box.
Let's go, Steve. Let's go, Steve. Here we go.
The base is loaded and one out. East Central double play depth now. They won't go infield in. Backdoor breaking ball gets in there for a call, strike one. Fourth time through the lineup here for Mason.
Let's go, Steve.
Turner looks at the fastball that missed just out.
Let's go, Steve.
1-1 the count. The pitch, Stevens swung on and missed. Off speed, just fell off the table and behind 0-2. Have to do too much here. Just a base hit should score two. Pitch on its way, outside, well outside. Count evens at 2. 2-2 on its way, breaking ball. Stevens pops it up on the infield. Catch will be made at third by Collins, and there are 2 away.
Batting first baseman, number 22, Luke Rice.
So now Luke Rice with the opportunity to drive some runs in with 2 out. Needs to be more aggressive on the base path. 0-for-2 with a walk today is Rice. That one misses low for ball 1. One 0 pitch misses down. East Central coach getting the enough signal. Backdoor breaker, misses outside, 3-0. And you got a dugout warning, an actual written warning. I thought when the umpire came out that he was going to get run. 3-0 the count to Rice with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Outside, ball 4. So Rice with an RBI walk. You'll take him how you can get him, and the Reddies do have
Batting the right fielder, number 17, Charles Hoof.
1 run of cushion, and Charles Hoof will come to the plate. He's walked, struck out, and scored, and grounded out to short. First pitch to Charles Hoof, misses inside, never got back to the plate. And they're going to call time, and they're going to go talk to Mason. This may not be the only reason for the visit. Might have a discussion, a meeting of the minds at the mound. Be the most exciting thing that's happened in the game today, and that's with a 3-run home run. And now we'll have just another mound visit. So Hoof will come back in, a 1-0 the count, 2 outs, bases loaded. The Reddies have scored a run on a walk, and Hoof turns on that one and drives it deep to left field. That one is way out of here.
Grand slam for Charles Hoof.
Leave him in a batter too long, and Hoof makes Mason pay and clears the bases. Grand slam, home run number 6 on the year for Charles Hoof, and that will mark the end of the day for Ian Mason. We'll tell you about the new Tiger pitcher after this. The new East Central pitcher, number 3, Caleb Dent. 2-2 with a 7.62 ERA. He will face Caden Argenbright first. Dent making appearance number 13 on the season. A 5'8 junior from Enid, Oklahoma. Big breaker, overhand, called strike. Last appearance was last weekend against Ouachita, went an inning and 2/3. 4 runs, 3 hits, none of them were earned. 2 walks and a strikeout. That one's outside. Count evens at 1-1. Batter's hitting .315 against Dent. His whip is over 2. Outside corner. That one couldn't quite get there. A grand slam for Charles Hoof with 2 outs. Gives the Reddies a 5 spot here in the 7th. Big overhander. Got the outside corner, 2-2. The 2-2 fastball missed low. And the count runs full to Argenbright, who hit a 3-run home run. He's also walked twice and was caught stealing. Breaker, he turns on that one, lifts it out to shallow right field. Herchuk calls off Blankenship and makes the catch for out number 3.
5 runs on 3 hits.
5
no
runs,
none left on base.
3 hits, no errors, none left. We head to the 8th. Reddies 8, East Central 2. New pitcher in for the Reddies is Blake Pennington, making his 7th appearance of the season. 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA. Last appearance, he went an inning and gave up 1 hit, 1 run, but struck out the side in the midweek game against Central Arkansas, or Southern Arkansas, rather, excuse me. Follows a nice outing from Mitchell Siegel. A nice fastball there for Pennington for strike 1. Siegel goes 3 full innings, 1 hit, 1 run, strikes out 2 and walked 1. He's just in line for a hold. And that ball goes inside. If this holds, 6 more outs the Reddies have to get defensively. Perry will get credit for the win as that ball is high for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch bounces to the plate, and it's a leadoff walk for Busker.
Batting the shortstop, number 18, Mason Glowacki.
Glowacki with a walk and a strikeout. His 2 appearances today. Busker looks to be aggressive here on the base path, as most of the Tigers have been. Fastball misses low. A lot of fastballs from Pennington. Just need to place them. Pitch on its way inside. Corner at the belt for strike 1. Trying to paint corners. Don't want to get too much of the plate, especially high volume fastball guy. Grounded to third. It hops over Argenbright and into left field. A tough turf hop there. Rule it an E5. There's runners at first and second with nobody out for the top of the East Central lineup.
Left fielder number 6, Cooper Hunt.
First pitch to Cooper Hunt is a strike right at the belt. Lots of fastballs. Big Bender did not quite get there. The final line for Ian Mason, the East Central pitcher, goes 6 2/3. 5 hits, 8 runs, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. Pitch from Pennington misses down, 2-1. Checks his runners. 2-1, misses high for ball 3. Now some folks starting to stir in the Ready bullpen, and that's another walk. And the bases are loaded with nobody out, and that might be the day for Blake Pennington. We'll have a visit to determine, see if they've got enough time to get some arms up and ready. Like Henry Coppins, the left-hander, warming up in the Ready bullpen. Had warmed up earlier. The Reddies at the 5 spot. Didn't feel like they needed their 8th inning guy. And Pennington will stay in for now. Gonna have to spot that fastball, and at least get an out here if he wants to stay in the game.
Batting the catcher, number 11, Duncan Key.
Key is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. His best opportunity of the game. Comes with nobody out in the top of the 8th. First pitch from Pennington. Fastball just below the belt for strike 1. A 1 on its way. Misses just low. Reddies have a midweek game here at Clyde Berry Field against Arkansas Tech next week before traveling to Searcy to take on Harding in a conference matchup as that ball is lifted to right. Catch is made, firing it in. Cut off by, no, not cut off by Stevens. Just got in past the throw. As Patterson could not make that throw. And it's a sacrifice fly and an RBI.
Batting the first baseman, number 27, Christian Whitaker.
And now there are runners on the corners. As Glowacki was able to advance. Pickoff move back to first. Hunt back out there in time. Ball inside for the first pitch. That's called strike. The 1-1 breaking ball found straight back. So defensive change for the Reddies. Louis Holt comes in for Hoof. He'll go to center as Patterson moved from center to right. 1-2 with 1 out. The pitch is low. 8-3 our score. 8 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Reddies. 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors for East Central. 2-2 pitch on the way is just low. The count runs full. Full count for Whitaker. They'll go back to first. Hunt back in time. As Stevens has moved from left field to first base. Grounder to third. Fielded cleanly. 5-4. Not in time to get the double play. And it'll be an RBI ground out. As Glacki will score. Hunt put out on the 5-4.
Batting the third baseman, number 10, Tanner Collins.
Whitaker reaches on the fielder's choice. Here comes Collins. First pitch to Collins is a strike. So, if I've got this right, Hoof stays in the game, moved to left field. Holt came in for Rice. The ball gets away from Stevens. And everything else is internal. Now I think we've got it all figured out. 0-1 the count to Collins with 2 outs here in the 8th. Poked off the end of the bat, the right side and out of play. Here's the 0-2. Pennington swung on and missed strike 3. East Central gets a couple back, but we head to the bottom of the 8th with the Reddies leading at 8-4.
Batting the second baseman, number 10, Luke Farah.
5, 6, 7 up for the Reddies in the home half of the 8th. Luke Farah will lead it off 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Dent remains in the game for the Tigers on the mound. First pitch breaking ball, called strike 1. Fastball missed just outside. The count will even. Reddies 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to make the difference so far today. Nice bunt by Farah. Dent fields it, fires, did not get it in time. They're going to call it interference. And so Farah is and they're going to call time and ask exactly what happened. We'll have a bit of a discussion here. As it stands, Farah is out at first on interference, but as you can see, he's standing on the bag just in case they decide to change that call. The throw got away, and Whitaker had to reach into the runner's lane from what it looked like. To go after the ball. That still made its way all the way to the brick wall. And they're on the side of the East Central dugout. Relatively lengthy discussion here. Now they're going to get together and discuss it. I'll let you know what happens. So the call stands. Farah out on runner's interference for the first out of the inning.
Batting the right fielder, number 7, Colton Patterson.
Now Patterson will come to the plate. And he looks at ball one outside. One on its way, swung on and missed. Off speed, got him. One with one away, a fastball high and outside. Patterson works ahead, 2-1. Delivery breaking ball, caught the outside corner. 2-2 the count. Patterson didn't like that one. Got an explanation relatively quickly. Pitch swung on and missed. It was dropped. 2-3 on the putout. There are 2 away.
Batting the designated hitter, number 13, Case Tucker.
Tucker with a double and a run scored an inning ago. Makes him 1 for 3. Hits that one right at the second baseman. Blankenship over to first in time, and the Reddies go 1-2-3.
In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base.
To the 9th inning we go. A 4-run lead for the Reddies. 8-4. Top of the 9th after this. Pennington, after a pretty exciting top of the 8th, yields to Henry
Batting
Coppins,
right
who will
fielder
come
number
in and try to get the
22, Owen
last
Kershaw.
3 outs. 1-1 with a 1.20 ERA. 3 innings. Just giving up 1 run at Southeastern Oklahoma last weekend, and his first pitch is a strike to Herchok. Fastball got away from him, that one. The count evens at 1-1. Tucker slowly stirring down there in the bullpen. May come in if it comes to a safe situation. 1-1 pitch, gets the outside corner for a called strike 2.
1-0, you got it.
5, 6, 7. Still up here. 3 Central. He did go. Dropped third strike. 2-3 on the putout, and there's 1 away.
Batting the center fielder number 25, Dowerlin Amancio.
Strikeout number 22 on the season for Coppins as Amancio comes to the plate. 1 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. First pitch goes well inside. Coppins sends. The lefty's 1-0. Nice pitch there. Get back even in the count. 1-1. One on its way. Fouled late on that one. And Amancio down to the count. 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed. That's a clean strike out there for Coppins, number 2. And there are
Batting the second baseman number 7, Nick Blankenship.
Blankenship, the only thing between the Reddies and a series clinching win. Blankenship 1 for 3 with an RBI. He was caught stealing to end the 7th. First pitch from Coppins, nails him right on the hip.
Batting the designated hitter number 31, Kyle Busker.
Have to have at least one more batter. It'll be Busker who walked and scored back in the 8th. Scored on that sacrifice fly by Key an inning ago as part of that 2-run 8th inning. This game started out as a pitcher's duel and was that way for a long time. 7th inning is where it started to change. There's a called strike 1 on Busker. Wind blowing straight out to right field. The 0-1 is high. Count evens at 1.
Come on, Buzz.
Coppins takes his time, checks the runner, throws inside, ball 2. Here's the 2-1, swung on, lifted out to right field. Patterson there, makes the catch, and that is your ball
That's
game.
your ball game. Final score, Henderson State 8, East Central 4. Fans, please join us again here at Clyde-Berry Field on April 7th and 8th when the Reddies host Arkansas Monticello in a 3-game JC series. We thank you for your attendance all this weekend long. Thank you so much, and please travel home safely.
So to wrap this one up, the Reddies, 8 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Ethan Perry gets his 2nd win of the season, moves to 2-0. For East Central, 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 4 men left on base. Ian Mason charged with his first loss of his 3rd loss of the season, drops to 2-3. It was played in 2 hours and 14 minutes. Reddies improved to 18-12 overall, 10-8 in GAC play. Another series win for the Reddies. ECU drops to 6-25, 1-17 in league play. The Reddies home for a midweek against Arkansas Tech this week, head to Harding next weekend, which means that Harding softball will be here in Arkadelphia. I will join you for that Saturday doubleheader next Saturday as Reddy softball takes on Harding. Thanks for joining us here on the Henderson State Network. Good night.